Why Shopify banned Viofo dashcams. Imagine this. You're an online seller and one of your best-selling products is a Viofo dashcam, a brand popular all over the world. Then overnight, it's just gone. You log into your Shopify store to find the product listing has vanished, replaced by a notification that makes any entrepreneur's stomach drop. This wasn't just a one-off glitch. Sellers who had built entire businesses around these dash cams were suddenly finding their digital shelves bare and their income frozen solid. The trigger for all this was a series of DMCA copyright notices. But these weren't about photos or product descriptions. Thanks to evidence from the takedown notices themselves, we now know who's behind them. A UK-based software company named LF1 Limited. They're not a competitor, and they don't make dash cams. So what's really going on? Why is a British software firm taking down dash cam listings from stores in North America? The answer lies not with the listing, but with the code running inside the camera itself. And the biggest question for millions of other store owners is, could your products be hiding a secret that could get you shut down next? First, let's tackle the title of the video head on. Why Shopify banned Viofo dash cameras. So, has Shopify come out and publicly banned the entire Viofo brand? The evidence just doesn't point to that. The truth is something a lot more subtle, more complicated, and honestly, a lot scarier for the individual store owner. For anyone who doesn't know, Viofo is a giant in the dashcam world. They make high-quality, reliable dash cameras that are loved by tech nerds and regular drivers. In other words, they're a popular product to sell. And Shopify is the platform of choice for tons of independent resellers who stock them. The problem starts with an email. A reseller, who might even be an authorized dealer, wakes up to a message from Shopify's legal team. It's a DMCA takedown notice, a Digital Millennium Copyright Act complaint, filed against one of their product listings. But the issue isn't the dashcam itself, or the content used to sell it. The notice claims copyright infringement based on the software running on the dashcam. And just like that, the listing is gone. Sales grind to a halt. A few hours from now, Viofo dash cameras will no longer be available on Shopify. Depending on when you watch the video, the listing may already be gone. The seller is left staring at their screen, wondering how they're responsible for the code inside a product they just resell. So what is this thing that can make products vanish overnight? The DMCA is a US copyright law from 1998, and a key part of it is something called the safe harbor provision. Think of it this way. Platforms like Shopify or YouTube host millions of pieces of content they don't create. To avoid getting sued into oblivion, the law gives them a shield, a safe harbor. But to keep that shield, the platform has to follow a specific notice and takedown procedure when a copyright owner reports an infringement. So Shopify doesn't have to investigate every claim deeply, but to protect itself legally, it has a duty to act when it gets a notice that looks valid. According to Shopify's own help center, a compliant notice needs the claimant's contact info, the location of the original copyrighted work, the specific URLs of the allegedly infringing material, and a statement under penalty of perjury that the claimant believes the content is infringing. When Shopify gets a notice that checks these boxes, they typically pull the content and let the merchant know. The system is built for speed, not for a lengthy trial. The platform's first job is to follow the legal process to protect itself, which can leave sellers feeling like they're caught in the crossfire. This is where the story pivots from a mystery to a specific legal dispute. We're no longer guessing who's behind this. The DMCA names the copyright owner, LF1 Limited. So who is LF1? They are a UK-based software company, and their primary product is something called YAFS, yet another flash file system. In simple terms, YAFS is a piece of code that manages how data is stored on flash memory, the technology used in SD cards, and inside devices like dashcams. It's designed to be extremely reliable, which is why it's used in everything from industrial equipment to NASA satellites. Here's the crucial part. YAFS operates on a dual license model. It's free to use under an open source license, but that license requires anyone who uses it to make their own software open source too. If a company wants to use the YAFS code in a proprietary commercial product, like a dashcam's firmware, they must purchase a commercial license from LF1. According to our sources, the code is getting into the cameras via the Novatek SDK, or Software Developer Kit, which is one of the microchips used inside dash cameras to bring you great video quality and reliability. Viofo uses the Novatek SDK, and sources suggest that whoever uses the Novatek SDK will be the target, just like Viofo. The DMCA claim is that Viofo dashcams contain LF1's copyrighted YAFS code. What is not clear is who is responsible for paying a commercial license for this, Novatek or Viofo. LF1 is enforcing its copyright, and since the infringing code is embedded in the product itself, they are targeting the resellers on Shopify, who are the final point of sale. When we reached out to other companies using Novatek chips, Vueroid commented stating, "We are not using the issued code at all. Vueroid is free from the issue." They also added it is an open source code anyways, so maybe it can be solved in a very short time. Some other unnamed sources comment it can happen anytime. A lot of other brands will be affected. Novatek is mainstream now. This suggests we will probably see more dashcam companies affected by this. So what can you do if you get hit with one of these notices? You're not totally helpless. The DMCA has a way to fight back. The counter notice. If you believe the takedown was a mistake, you can file a formal counter notice with Shopify. You have to state under penalty of perjury that the material was removed by mistake. Once Shopify gets a valid counter notice, they forward it to the person who filed the original complaint. This puts the ball back in their court. LF1 would then have about 10 to 14 business days to tell Shopify they filed for a court order. If they don't file a lawsuit in that time, Shopify may allow you to put your product back up. But here's the killer for sellers. You're now caught in the middle of a complex software licensing dispute between three corporations. You, the seller, have no way of proving whether Viofo, Novatek, or whoever did or did not license the firmware correctly. Your listing stays down the entire time, potentially for weeks, with zero sales for that product. For a small business, that's an eternity. The lost revenue and search ranking can be crippling, even if you are ultimately allowed in our Shopify store. We can still install these products into vehicles, so there's absolutely no issues. The problem is the online retailers are not allowed to sell it currently. So it remains to be seen whether Amazon, WooCommerce, and the other ones will also get notice, and we will see them taken down from all other e-commerce websites as well. The Viofo situation is a perfect lesson on the shaky ground all third-party sellers stand on. Whether you sell on Shopify, Amazon, or Etsy, you're building your business on rented land. But this case reveals a much deeper risk. It's not just about the marketing materials you use. It's about the intellectual property of the products themselves. A reseller can be held responsible for a copyright violation buried deep inside a product's firmware, something they have zero control or knowledge of. A single DMCA notice about a component you've never heard of can shut down a best-selling product in an instant. Shopify's own policy says they can terminate accounts for repeat infringers, and they can even give themselves the power to disable a store for a single, willful, or egregious case. This creates a climate of fear where a seller is caught between a copyright holder and a manufacturer with their entire business on the line. This is a wake-up call. You can't just trust that the products you source are fully compliant. You are implicitly relying on your suppliers to have all their IP licenses in order, from hardware components to the software that makes them run. The Viofo case shows how a supply chain IP dispute can cascade all the way down to the small business owner. Now, I want to hear from you. The e-commerce community is huge, and the best intel comes from people on the front lines. Have you been affected by this specific Viofo issue? Have you ever had a product taken down because of a claim against the product itself, not your listing? Share your story in the comments below. The more we talk, the clearer this picture will get for everyone. So why are Viofo dashcams being banned from Shopify? The reality is they aren't. Not by Shopify directly. Instead, individual sellers are being targeted by a DMCA notices from a software company, LF1 Limited, over the alleged unlicensed use of their YAFS file system with the dashcams firmware. The who is no longer a mystery. The how is the DMCA notice and takedown system being used as a swift and powerful weapon to enforce a software license. For every seller out there, this Viofo story isn't just industry drama. It's a stark reminder of how fragile an online business can be. It's a call to action to understand that when you sell a product, you're vouching for its entire intellectual property chain. Because in e-commerce, the ground can disappear from under you for reasons you never even knew existed. I'm Ben from Safe Drive Solutions, your dashcam specialists. And if you are looking to support us at all, please check us out, safedrivesolutions.com, one of these products, and I imagine this dispute will be settled very quickly, as Viofo is a very big global brand. Have a safe drive.